And a good day, everyone. John Henderson Pierre, the Beverage Ramble, back again with you. Another beverage edition today. We're looking at, Today we're looking at Serda Hefeweizen HomePort, excuse me. This is from the Serda Brewing Company here in Mobile, Alabama. I've bought some stuff from them on several occasions, been to their bar. Real nice setting. If you get a chance in the Mobile area, come visit the brewery. Real nice. 5% ABV is a Hefeweizen style. This style of beer is very popular during the summer months, as we're still technically in summer. I've had their Vienna Lager, I've had their IPA, I've had their Hook Line Pilsner, so they put out some pretty good beers. Mobile is really starting to become a sort of a good hub right now, well, throughout the entire state, but right now Mobile, the city itself, we're having a sort of a beer renaissance, or if you will, a renaissance of people moving downtown, a lot of young folks who are really kind of re-energizing downtown Mobile. Some say it's called gentrification, sort of getting out all the old folks, all the bad element, and bringing in the new element. I don't know, whatever, but I'm kind of liking it from a personal standpoint, just being down there and meeting different people who are trying different styles of beers that I'm very much into. Of course, I love my lagers, I love my traditional stuff, the buds and the PBRs, Miller High Life, but also stuff like this I do find interesting. And right now, with that brewery, I mentioned Serda, which started, which they had to delay their opening a little bit, but officially opened about a year and a half ago. 2017, I think it was, at this old location on Government. Also, you have Haint Blue Brewery. You have by the old Crystal Palace location. I've been there, real nice spot. Also, there's 3 other breweries being opened up here in Mobile. I think all 3 have already been opened. The names escape me right now, so. And of course, there's Fairhope Brewery, of course, right across the bay in Fairhope, Alabama. So, and if you look at the state as a whole, some good craft beers being developed and being made by these folks here. Good people, as I mentioned the names, you've heard the names I mentioned: Back 40, Straight to Ale, Yellowhammer. So, here's what the beer looks like. Looks like a little bit of an orange juice sort of look to it. Not bad. Definitely a scent of wheat. So some oranges, a little Hefeweizen, I guess same as a Witter beer, I guess the same style. Sort of Belgian or Bavarian-style wheat ale. It's definitely cloudy. That it is. Hefeweizen wheat beer, I guess. Then first style comes to mind is Blue Moon. I guess this is considered a Belgian Witter beer or wheat ale. I guess in that category you can say. So definitely get the smell of wheat. Definitely get the smell of some citrus, like a heavy one of orange. A little bit of some spices in it I'm smelling, like coriander and maybe some clover scent to this. Smells nice. On to the taste. Unsettled yeast that remains suspended in a dark blonde beer, highly effervescent with a aroma of banana and clover, as I kind of felt it was. I guess sort of like a sort of coriander, kind of a spice kind of thing you could put on a pie. So, little aftertaste of a little lemon and some citrus going down with this. very clean, very good. Yeah, I mean, this is not bad. So I said, this style is very popular in the summer months, as I mentioned. I'm sure this is going to be available year-round. So new things seem to be popping up with the brewery. They had 4 beers when they started, so I'm sure they're probably putting out more at their brewery to make them more, available. Just kind of, hey, let's just do 4. Let's just kind of make it more out there. So different styles that people can like. Again, summer, maybe fall, you can have this. Get a little note of definitely some bananas in this as well. But more clover than anything. More like coriander kind of aftertaste. And then there's that citrus and that little more lemon. Smells like of an orange. Little nanas, but more of an orange and a citrus. I mean, this is good. As I've said, you see my videos, I like, your traditional standard lagers in the summer months. Give me a MGD, give me a High Life or PBR, whatever, and I'm happy. But when you had this, and then the other lager I had the other day, I had a agave, a beer made with agave by Shiner or Gem City. Anything that's sort of crushable, sort of American lagers, the lagers that they were made back in the day. Yeah, I can sample some of those, but we know the popularity of sour beers this time of year. Those are real good in the summer months. Fruit flavored beers, ones that are not overly powered with fruit, but they're kind of with a 4 or 5%, but ones that are very ice cold. You could just sit back, lean, and enjoy. The Two Hearts Lime, which was suspended by Miller, those two, the pineapple and the lime flavored, were really good. Those were good summer crushable beers. But again, like I said, the standard American lager, mass-produced lagers. If you want something during a hot day or outside, those are the ones I would more lean than this. But I'm not saying this is bad. I think this is really good. Nothing wrong with having this. So anyway, so I'm going to end this review on a positive note with this. I think this is really good. I like the fact that it has the view of the battleship, USS Battleship, which is right over in Spanish Fort. If you ever visit the area, if you're in the Mobile area or in, the Mobile area, get a chance to visit Mobile, a very historic city. Of course, the founding city of Mardi Gras, which person I could care less who founded it, who started first. Some people do, but anyway, this would be something. If you ever get a chance to visit that facility, real nice. A lot of history there. So he has a lot of history in terms of the battles during the Spanish-American War. Of course, a lot of influence of Spanish, French, Eastern European cultures who have all brought something unique to this area, and why it's still, much as people sometimes are negative about Mobile, really probably one of the most a gem of a city that you can visit, or when you choose one to relocate and live, why not? And but again, as I said in the beginning, you're seeing a big movement of craft beers popping up, different breweries right now. That would be 5 that would make it here in the Mobile area, and I'm sure they had 1 or 2 back then, but I think you would really see a really strong commitment by the breweries here in Mobile, and saying, hey guys, we're putting out some good stuff. Come downtown, come hang out. We revitalize downtown with all these different things. Beer is one of them. So who knows? Maybe another wine. Maybe could be we have a distillery here. Who knows? So we're bringing back downtown making it like vibrant again, like it was for many back then, as they like to say, the good old days, which some don't want to go back to the good old days. So I sure don't, but from reading history. But in terms of things like beer, yeah. So I'm going to give this beer a B+ for Hefeweizen. I think this is really good, enjoyable. Nothing negative about this. So this is a B+ score for me. I'm going with an 87 for the Serda Hefeweizen HomePort by Serda Brewing Company. John Henderson, Pierre the Beverage Rambled. You keep on watching, and as always, cheers, live, laugh, and love. Hefeweizen. Yay.